Oh my goodness. We're here. Wow, hello. Welcome to Take Two with Paige and Patty. I was on the struggle bus there for a second. My phone was not cooperating. But hi, my name is Paige and you're watching Take Two with Paige and Patty. Mom is on vacay. So lucky her, but I'm gonna do the live tonight. Hi, Amanda! So I'm gonna try not to talk during the episode. I tried to get on 10 minutes ago and my phone was not working. I was like, where's Mom when I need her? It's fine. It's totally okay. But I am gonna try not to talk during this when it's going. We're gonna talk on commercials. Please say hi in the chat. I know I haven't been here for a little bit. Listen, being a mom is hard. Baby's been sick, I've been sick, just life is crazy. But let's get going. Maybe.
Were you in love with Mary when you married her?
Make sure you guys say hi in the chat. Happy Sunday! Sunday fun day.
Because I'm still sitting here holding on to the idea that maybe you might get your head out of your butt.
Mary did ask her to be there.
I know, it's because Robin says that she can speak Cody, and I'm like, well, sorry, okay, sorry, I'm gonna be nice. No, I'm not.
Well, Cody can speak for himself. He's a grown-ass man. He would ask me to do things and ask me to be a certain way or ask me to fix a certain situation.
Hi everyone. So like I said, as soon as this starts, I'm gonna try not to say anything until commercial because I know some people didn't like that and I totally understand. But I really wanted to go live for this. This is very important. There is a lot of juicy gossip right now. So
if you had any kind of a disagreement,
right now they're just talking about what's gonna
I don't
happen.
think Christine knows Robin at all. She was a sister wife. She'll probably, and I hope, be a very good wife for David.
Have you met David?
yes, I think it's great.
I'm engaged, I'm getting married to the love of my life.
Christine has to destroy my character, or David doesn't feel like he can marry her because she left a good man.
Sorry, I don't know how to let this go. And this isn't me just being dramatic. Thank you, Christine.
Could I just be me sometimes with Cody? No.
But isn't it not about him hearing you? Isn't it about you being heard?
Oh, my voice will be heard. I will no longer be silent.
We're getting started, guys. Hi. Remember, I'm gonna try not to talk when they're talking, but it's kind of hard. But thank you guys so much for being here.
Today I'm getting ready for our one-on-one interview. I am feeling nauseous and not feeling very good right now.
It's where we go and tell it how it is. People really speak their mind, and some of the things they say, I'm like, wow, I didn't know, wow.
There were so many times in Flagstaff that I was sad. And every time I go back, it's like, yeah, I have to get back into that mentality again and everything, and it's really difficult.
Well, I'm usually kind of really, really low-key, just easy. The nerves don't get too much until I'm there, and then all of a sudden I just get terribly nervous.
They're all in different spaces.
I am not looking forward to going back at all. There's other people I don't need to see, so it's hard. It's really emotionally draining.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a lot of mourning processes and grieving and loss. I don't even know how to look at the future right now.
You know, my life is a lot different, at this stage that I thought that it would be. Like if you were asked me 10 years ago, no, I would not have ever thought this.
You make choices when you're young, and you do everything you can to do good by those choices. You get older, and you don't like those choices. And,
It's been basically the breakup song.
Well, all
Hey,
your
Cody.
wives left you except
Hey,
for one.
how's it going?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you. Are you ready for a new variety show of Sister Wives? We're gonna have singing and dancing and a little bit of comedy.
This turned into a variety show. Like, what would be your theme song?
I can see clearly now the rain is gone.
Today I'm feeling We Will Rock You by Queen.
Ooh.
Yeah. All the single ladies.
All the single ladies. Put your hands up.
Baby.
I love
I like that.
I
Who
mean,
said you weren't good?
appropriate.
Yes.
Losing my religion?
Oh.
Oh, boo.
That is very telling.
You know it's not about religion, right? It's about unrequited love. Yeah. But I like the theme of losing your religion, you know, in a sense that you can find faith and still lose your religion. But, you know, some people have to hit rock bottom to find their faith.
Are you at that place?
I don't think I've hit rock bottom. There's things I still have,
I think he has hit rock bottom.
you know, like emotional control over. I'm not as angry as I was before. Yeah, a lot changes. Divorce messes with you very much.
It does.
How has everything played out from the last time I met you?
It's been a sort of an unraveling. Just something about the struggles in the family just made me kind of go, is this what real life is like? Is this what real marriage is like?
I think you've made it that way.
Is this how it is? There's I don't even know how to, I've been thinking about this, like all I do, you know, when I'm not working, it's on my mind, it's rolling through, and I'm
Does Cody have a job? Does he work?
Rehashing discussions and rehashing my life and how I started this family out and everything. I mean, this is what I've gone back on. I've gone back to my past marriage. This experience required that I have more than one life. And so I come into this, I marry and I get married, and I get married again to Janelle, and I get married again to Christine. And I look back, and because I was so anxious to be living the principle of plural
I
marriage,
thought he used to sell guns.
that I was not vetting who I was
or
marrying
did something
to
with
be
sales. I didn't think he
compatible
did
with
that
me.
anymore.
The blame lays on one thing and one thing only. If you're going to marry and you're going to marry for eternity, you should start out in love. I thought it was acceptable. I thought I could make up the difference. I thought everything in this situation was about growing a family together. We love each other. We're required. The gospel requires us to love each other. But I never really actually suffered in a fit of pain in this place.
How do you feel you started out with Robin then? Was it different?
He fell
Yeah,
in love
were
with
you
Robin.
different?
He loves
Well, I fell
Robin.
in love with Robin. I never fell in love with anybody else. I was just choosing to be in that covenant.
Why does
of
he
love
keep saying
with
that he
them.
never fell in love with the other
Was it
women?
just spiritual witness, or were you in love with him when you got married to him?
I was in love with the idea of him. We really did start to know each other better after we were married. I do think I loved him as much as I could. As the years went by, I think. We did get married young, and I don't think that that's necessarily a problem because I've seen many couples that navigate that. But somewhere along the line, we failed to navigate that, I think.
It's interesting because Cody had said that, that he fell in love with Robin and had a very deep connection, one that he had never experienced in his life before. Did
do
you
believe
ever
Cody
have
is in
that
love with
kind
Robin.
of
I do.
connection with him?
You know, I think as far as my understanding, we did. It was a very functional marriage. But now he's grown and changed, and I've grown and changed. And I think maybe he does have more affinity or more connection with Robin, and that's okay. But I think it's unfair to judge our early years with that same perspective because he was not the guy back then he is now.
But
And
it's
they've
kind
said
of like
this
he
multiple
says he
times.
entered the covenant with you and Christine in a different manner than he did with Robin.
Again, I think it's perspective. I mean, look, I don't think we had this grand passion, and maybe Robin is his grand passion. I don't know.
Victoria's Secret.
But what we had was good.
Whereas I was working for years
The
with
internet
these
keeps
others
going out.
to get this place, never had the click. Could never go to Janelle and say, hey, you're not vulnerable with me, because I didn't know. There's a struggle in communication. vacation. There's just this place, and where we're at with 3 wives and me and the kids, and we're in kind of a sort of a constant little civil war where this constant psychic tension is always there.
Well, he said he fell in love with you because he could finally be his full self. He could finally be vulnerable and love you. And that was the connection that he was really searching for, that he did not have with the 3 other women.
See, and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
She doesn't know anything.
Until, like, just recently.
Really?
I did not know that, and it still makes me wonder, because I
Why
wonder
does she
if it's
always
just the
act like
rewriting
that?
of history, because there seems to be a lot of that.
When your husband is saying he wept for joy for months because he had found you.
I didn't
But I don't think
know.
he was saying that to them. Does he say?
No, but that's just how he was feeling.
Okay.
So when a person is feeling that kind of inner joy,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard just to suppress it and just be like, okay.
Well, I did my best. I don't know what else I was supposed to do, but I did my best to not have it be something that was painful for them.
Mhm.
I constantly was suppressing and hiding my relationship and any kind of connection I had with Cody.
You know, you said that you remember
yourself.
the exact moment when Cody fell in love with Robin.
That was a yucky day.
So
So hard.
how did that play out for you, and how did that change the dynamics of your relationship with Cody?
At that point, Cody and I were already really, really struggling, so that didn't help. It broke my heart. That was one of my first moments of heartbreak, was that moment. And I was just sitting at the edge of my bed and watching him get ready to go on a date with her before they were married. And I was like, he's like, I don't know what's wrong with me. And I'm like, oh, like, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, you're in love with her. And he looked at me and he's like, because I said it out loud. I'm like, you're in love with her. He looked at me, he's like, I am in love with her. And they got really giddy, and I was like, oh God, it hurt. It hurt so bad. It's so bad, because you realize at that point, everything now is going to change.
And it did.
I've spent 2
Perfect.
years watching.
We're on commercial
and
now.
seeing-
Wow. So Robin, like she has been, just denying everything. Really? Does it seem like that? I didn't know that. I didn't know this, that. Christine admits that, you know, she was there when Cody first said that he loved Robin to the wives. This is a lot. This is a lot. You know, with previous episodes, Mary left last episode, which Robin kept like butting in the conversation. Robin's playing dumb. Robin plays dumb all the time. All the time. It's insane. She cries all the time. She plays dumb all the time. But when they were sitting down and Mary was getting ready to leave last episode, Robin just kept like butting in. Robin, go away. Like, why are you here in this conversation? Whatever. I just feel like Robin denies that she's like, what? What's happening? Christine looks amazing. She looks great. She looks happy. Janelle seems happy. We haven't seen much of yet though. But how are you guys doing tonight? Like I said, Mom is gone. I haven't been on a few episodes just because of everything that's been going on. But I know we have a video coming out about Christine's wedding. She had a lot of guests at her wedding. Oh, I think Robin shut up Cody because Cody was gonna say that he had some like other plans for the property. And Robin's like, don't say anything, Because I truly think that Cody only thinks about Robin's kids. That's just my opinion. I think the Robin's kids he only cares about, and then the 2 that he had with Robin, I think that's his only priority. And the older kids, he's kind of just like whatever at this point, which is very sad because you could tell that the kids are very hurt. Yes, same. You could tell that the kids are very hurt, and you could tell that those kids will never have a relationship with their father again, and it's very sad. It is very sad. I also think that Robin did have a big part in all of these breakups. She really, you know, with the COVID thing and all that, but I kind of think that Cody wanted to just be with Robin. That's why he's treating... Yes. Yes, it is. It is gross. I just personally think that Cody and Robin at the end just wanted to be together and they figured that out more and more and then even more during COVID and they are kind of just like, screw all them. They're kind of just like here. Um, who knows? I say this in every video that I do. I still don't know why Isabel talks to Cody. Hi, Jennifer. I still don't understand why. Yeah, Isabel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's the one that had the back surgery. I still don't know why she communicates with her father, because if my father didn't show up for a major back surgery of mine just because it was COVID, like, I would be devastated. But hi, Amanda. I'm so happy that you're here. How is everyone's Sunday going? Because in Colorado, it's cold. It's really cold. But I have been waiting all day for this episode. I'm very excited. I think Mary's going to start spilling the tea. I really, really do think she is. And I'm here for it. But what I want to really be here for is the kids. I want the kids to start talking. Has anyone noticed that Gwendolyn hasn't been doing her YouTube as much? She said that it was kind of like toxic, that people were being mean. She'll come back. I promise you she'll come back because of this. She also didn't go to her mother's wedding, which is very disappointing. But there is a reason why for everything, right? But I've been really excited for this episode today. I'm kind of sad Mom's not here, but I'm glad that you guys are communicating with me in the chat. And yeah, I hope everyone's Thanksgiving was well. I just think there's a, Robin, another thing is last episode, I seen Robin's kids, the two girls on there again. So they have been making an appearance on the show. Also the video call where they did the gender reveal. I thought that was really cool. I thought that was super cool that they did that. It was kind of awkward that Robin and Cody were there, whatever. That's just my opinion. I'm like, why are you guys here? But who knows? Who really knows? But we're back. And thank you guys so much for being here with
Problems. Like, well, I got optimistic. I don't think I saw the problems, but the problems were still there. And when I met Robin, it was, like first time ever being in love. And so that changed the dynamic, I think. And that's not anybody's fault. It was a call for us to put more effort into the other relationships in my mind. But that became a grind. It was constantly trying to improve your love and prove yourself and like kind of doing this dance constantly.
And always trying to show each other that you love each other.
And some years were good because the dance was working really well.
Okay.
And what I'm talking about is these struggles in relationship when we don't have the basis of passionate love.
Let me ask you a question.
Mary.
3 of Cody's relationships have completely deteriorated. Subconsciously,
Mary's
do
mad.
you think that he's getting what he wants with this relationship with Robin, this incredible soul connection?
I know that he's happy with her, and I know that they have this soul connection. He speaks of that often. And I'm glad that he has that with her. I think everybody should have that. I think it's very unfortunate that the rest of the family had to go by the wayside to get that. I think that he has in his life had the capacity to love and care for multiple of us, right? Like we've got a big family. I think he has a capacity, and for whatever reason, he's not doing it.
I think when he met Robin, I was one of the first people to point out, look, she's your soulmate. You need to acknowledge that she's your soulmate. Let's be honest and say, where do the rest fit in with your marriage now that you've met your soulmate? And that was like, whoa, what can you say? Blah, 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 blah. So our marriage
Christina's spilling the tea.
wasn't great. If we were just living monogamy, we would have maybe stayed, I don't know. But our marriage wasn't great. Yeah, outside of Robin, I agree. I think him marrying her, I saw what a real marriage could be. I saw him with his soulmate. I saw, oh, I guess he does have it in him to help out. I guess he does have it in him, just not with me.
Which we
I
seen
just
that
would've
when she had
loved to have
Truly and he
had
didn't set
a
up
guy
the
who
baby
would've
room.
loved to have been with me.
But he set
Not
up
that I didn't want
Sullivan's
her to have it.
room.
I didn't. I thought it would have been awesome. But can he give that to everybody? I don't think that's realistic either.
I just think that maybe her relationship with Cody was so very different from the get-go. Maybe it was hard for him because it really felt like he more and more pulled away from wanting to be a plural husband, like having shouldering the responsibility of all the families unless they conform to his way of thinking or his way of being.
Okay.
In plural marriage, you covenant that you're gonna take care of each other. So that is up for him. He should have, if he wanted to really be walking up to his responsibilities that he promised.
Hello,
He would be
everyone.
working hard to
Thank you
make
guys
sure
for being
everybody's
here.
needs were met, not just focusing on the one that he adored more or had a more affinity for.
All right,
Janelle's
let's
right.
move forward because there's a lot more to unpack, especially.
We'll talk more on commercial.
Where are you right now? Where does the relationship stand?
Yes. Robin, that's it.
I don't know. It's like, hey, why don't we work on reconciliation? And but it's just, she says, I'm not really that interested. And I say that I'm interested, but I don't do anything. I don't like triangulating because what has happened in our family since this whole breakup is people are coming to me with somebody else's grievance. So my point is when I sit down with Janelle, I don't want to ask about all the kids.
Right.
Because I don't want to be gossiping, so to speak.
Wouldn't you want to ask about your kids?
10 years ago, it was me running from each house. Okay, this is what's going on. This is what's going on with families. It was almost like it was a family, so it wasn't gossip.
Right.
Here's what's happened.
Go ahead.
Is I've spent 2 years watching and seeing Christine and Janelle talk about me without me. And they're just trash talking me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like going, I don't want to ask about anybody else because I don't want anybody talking about me.
Mm-hmm.
What are they trash talking me about? They're trash talking me because I'm guilty. Actually, yes, I am, of not loving them.
Whoa, let's go back to that.
That's the guilty part of it. It's where you're
I
admitting.
think he loved them at one point.
I got angry. And so I'm like, well, if we don't want to work on this, if we can't work this out, then I'm withdrawing this.
But once
But
Robin
are you
came in, he
admitting
stopped
that you
loving
were
everybody.
guilty of not
He just
loving them enough
Robin.
to help the relationship?
No.
Were you withdrawing their love?
No. I was guilty of not being in love with them. It was the guilt from the beginning.
Yes,
It was a guilt
call
from
your
the beginning.
kids.
It's like,
I agree. Call the kids.
I'm married, and I didn't know. I married on a premise that was very different than romantic love, if that's completely. So I'm in a place now where I would like romantic love with Janelle. We've got stuff to work out. Christine was always in a place where she wanted romantic love with me.
Oh yeah, Christine said that.
Let's get back to Janelle because there was a point last year where it felt like things really came to a head. Like I've never seen it before. Things got so uncomfortable between the two of you that this clip is going to be uncomfortable to watch, but we have to. And then after that, I want to hear your thoughts.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
So listen, you really need to stop throwing me under the bus, okay?
Okay, you know what? And you stop throwing me. You act like this is my fault.
This is all I need, is to not sit here and pretend that at Christmas time nothing's wrong.
You act like this is
Do
not
you want
your
this
fault.
relationship
I
between
don't
you and I
know,
to work?
do you? Because when you say choose your loyalties,
They chose
Christine needs
to have their
glasses.
social lives.
that this whole you need to apologize.
They were lying.
You need to apologize.
Janelle, I corrected that pretty strongly. Do you understand that you lie? That's the reason I call you the Teflon Queen. Because you're lying about what has happened and what's been going on.
It's wild to me that you think I lie because I think you're manipulating. I think you just said you didn't want to be a plural husband anymore. Cody, I think you're trying to do this all to justify. Christina's gone.
What am I justifying?
You're pushing me
What
out
am
the
I
door.
justifying?
You are now pushing me out the door.
You really do want a relationship with me? I need you to stop blaming me for everything and start being culpable for what you have done. That is
You made
accountability.
this about all these other problems that we have that we can't sleep under.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
I
You
did
said
not. I
we're
did
an
not. I
outcome.
did not.
I did not. I
Stop
did not. I
talking
did
like
not.
I'm just an idiot here.
Well, then stop talking to me like I am.
Janelle, I've seen what you've done this entire time. Number one, you undermined the basic rules I had. You made fun of me to the boys. See, do you ever had my back? Have you ever been a team with me? Have we ever co-parented?
She chose her
co-parent
kids.
was Christine. Why?
Good for her.
Because Cody, you were never available. You've never been.
That is such a lie. All I needed was your
You
back.
are the one who
Back
said
me
the
up.
boys cannot come
Janelle.
until they apologize.
And I corrected that, and you're
And
not
then you
listening.
said to me,
Stop
no,
that.
you listened
I
to me.
corrected that.
You listened
I
to
even
me.
apologized for that.
No, you
He's
did
not listening.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not. I feel like I'm being gaslit.
You have cheated me out of my contact with my family.
It is not my fault.
He's
You ask
blaming.
them. You ask them who they blame.
Well, they blame me because you do.
I do not. Cody, in the very beginning,
No,
I kept.
no, you make this
Listen to me.
excuse forever, but I've
Shut your mouth and let me talk to you for a minute.
No.
You won't. You keep cutting me off.
No.
You
No.
keep cutting me off.
There is no interest in understanding each other here. So what partnership do we have?
This is not only me, Cody. Don't you dare point your finger at me. You know what? Let me tell you what. No. You stay
I'm
and
done
talk.
listening to you.
You stay and talk.
No. I'm not
no.
going to because you're not listening.
You're not listening to me.
And I'm not going to.
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You.
That's my favorite part.
Shut it off.
Oh my God, she's
That was
mad.
really difficult to watch. I gotta imagine that this has got to be one of the worst fights that you've ever had before with Janelle. So you fought like this before?
In 30 years, yeah, we've had a couple like that. Not many.
Were you surprised at how heated this got?
I triggered really, really badly. She talked about the Christmas tree for this party they were going to have as a family, and it triggered me.
So
And-
that's why it escalated?
Oh, I take credit for that. Yeah, sure. It escalated because I've got a lot of, contempt for the way she's treated me. And I think that, I'm accusing them. They say, no, we're not doing
Why is it
that.
always
But I
them
think they're
treating him
trash
bad?
talking me
Like, it's
because
not him treating them bad.
it makes, if I'm small, it makes them feel okay for how they treated me. Listen, I might not have been in love, but I was being loving. And I was
Why
trying
does he keep
to love.
saying that?
Okay, sometimes I would feel in love, all right? So I was making all the effort. That the emotion wasn't always perfectly there, I don't think I'm accountable for that part of it.
Coming up.
Okay.
Are you jealous that they're talking?
Wow. So pretty much, I kind of said it a little bit. Christine was talking about how she knew that, that Cody was in love with Robin from like the moment that he was going to go on a date with Robin when they were dating. Christine also like said that, well, like he was in love with her because he would help her out with things. For an example, when Truly was born, Cody did not help build that nursery at all that we've seen on TV. I'm going off what we're seeing on TV. He did not help build the nursery. The other wives helped Christine put the crib together, move the bedroom around. Now, when Robin had Solomon, Cody was there furniture shopping with her and helped her set everything up. He did more things for Robin. I mean, they said that. They brought it back to Janelle's clip where they were fighting. And it bothers me that Cody doesn't take any responsibility for anything that he had done or does at all. He doesn't want to gossip about the other wives, or about the kids by asking Janelle, how are the kids, right? Shouldn't you be asking how your kids are? Or like Amanda said in the comments, can't he just pick up the phone and call his grown kids? These kids are grown, call them. But he doesn't want a relationship with them, because if you want a relationship with somebody, you try, right? Cody didn't care during COVID or after COVID. Janelle picked her kids. So when they were fighting about how they're gonna get an Airbnb or whatever, and they're gonna have the Christmas tree. Cody said that he got triggered because of that. Well, Cody, you said the boys couldn't come. I'm gonna go with my boys. And that's what Janelle did. And I think at the end of it, Janelle kind of seen who Cody really was like turning into and how he was treating the kids. And I just don't think she wanted that anymore. I think Christine realized like their relationship was never gonna be something again. And you know, Christine says multiple times like she's very like she wanted like a, how do I say this? Not just like a she wanted more of like an intimate relationship with Cody, and you know, he didn't want that. And Christine wanted that. Now Cody's saying all of a sudden, well, I would be willing to have an intimate relationship with Janelle. How long has it been? Do you guys think that he's been having an intimate relationship with these other wives? Mary, I can guess 10 years, 7 years? 10 to 7 years, that's what they were saying. I kind of think that when Robin came into the picture, he kind of just like, first it was Janelle and then it was Christine kind of thing. I mean, I don't know. I just think that it went really down. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys. We're back. I apologize. My phone just went wild. My phone just hopped off the tripod. I think that the relationship started really to just go downhill when he married Robin, but also during COVID. I think he was spending a lot of time with Robin, and then all of a sudden, because they say that, they do say that, I think that he was spending more time with Robin, and then all of a sudden when COVID kind of happened, him, Robin, whoever set all these rules, and he kind of just parked it at Robin's house and didn't move. Didn't try to make an effort with the other wives, didn't try to make an effort with the kids. He kind of was just like, I'm going to pay attention to Robin and her kids, and then the 2 kids that they have together. And it's honestly really sad. It is. Mary's mad. Mary is really mad. You could tell how mad Mary is. She also said that she's not keeping her mouth shut. Cody asked her to keep their relationship and what they were going through very privately, and she said that, you know, I'm not gonna do that because I want to tell my story, and I think that I should be able to do that. Go for it, girl. I want to know what happened. We all want to know what happened. So I love that for Mary. I think personally, I think Mary, hi guys, welcome to the chat. Please give me a thumbs up. It's so nice being with you guys today on Sunday. We're watching Sister Wives, and I'm just kind of talking about, you know, how I feel about a couple things on commercials. I think Mary only stuck around because of the TV show. And once Christine was like, I'm out, Mary's like, ooh, wait a minute, we can make this work. And then she was out too. But we're back on. But hi guys.
To you.
You stay and talk.
No, I'm not going to, because you're not listening.
You're not listening to me.
And I'm not going to.
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You.
She
hard to watch.
Janelle's
it is hard to
laughing.
watch. Yeah, it is. I can see lots of things that went wrong.
Have you guys fought like this before?
No, I don't think we've ever fought like this.
Cody
Cody's
says yes
had
to them
harsh
fighting.
words with
Janelle
me. I've
says
had
no.
harsh words with him,
Who
but not
is
to
lying?
Not to this level.
Right.
For sure.
You mentioned that you see things, and now looking at it, what do you see?
You know, I went in even with talking points because I knew he was going to come in really strong to this argument. But I shut down. Like I couldn't even express myself, and then he just wouldn't let me. And I feel like now I wish it would have been a little bit more like, hey, look, this isn't working anymore. Yeah, it was just too emotional.
Make sure you guys say hi in the chat. I will say hi back, and we'll
start,
try to
like, getting you
communicate
going?
together on how we feel
Okay,
about
then,
the Sister
let's go.
Wives.
You know what I mean? Because like there was no, in all of our communication, it's always been about something else somebody else did, you know, or that you did, or it's never like, well, I could have done this better. He never self-reflects and says, hey, I could have done this better.
I said
I
that.
think he really needs to do a lot of self-introspection, and that's really hard
Thank
to
you
do.
guys so much.
It's really hard to do.
And maybe he has been. I don't know. I can't say, but it doesn't feel like it from me being an outsider. It doesn't feel like it because there's still a lot of blame going on.
Mm-hmm.
What did he tell you about the fight?
He told me that when he saw the Christmas tree, and
He went home and
she
told
said
her
that she was
everything.
taking it over to the rental to spend that time with Christine. But the tree, it really upset him, and I know that was one of the
You can
triggers, I
tell
guess you
when
would say,
Robin's
for
lying
him.
because she looks up.
Why do you think that upset him so much?
Because Christine left him, and so Janelle is still his wife. And so what he was expecting from her was support. And what he thought, what he saw happening and what he felt like was happening was that she was giving more support and more understanding and siding with Christine.
So he feels like she picks sides.
Yeah.
She never once expressed any empathy to me.
During the breakup with Christine?
It wasn't her place.
Never. She sided with Christine. And then with that, just her and I just gradually, just slowly unwound to this point.
Okay. So you think that she sided with Christine? She never showed you any empathy, any love,
I don't
any
think she's capable of it. I don't think it's weird to me that she wouldn't just go, God, that's just so sad. That's hard or whatever.
Are you jealous that they're talking to each other now?
I'm jealous because they're behaving the way they should have for 25 years now. Yeah, it's like, I see it as a big F you to Cody. It's like, we're going to get along now because this will really piss Cody off.
Does he feel betrayed because Janelle's friends with you?
I don't think it's about
Yes.
that.
For sure. And I'm like, well, buddy, this is what jealousy looks like. See? This is what jealousy looks like. Here you go. Now you see how hard it is when two people have a bond. Janelle and I have an awesome bond.
Wow.
And maybe he's jealous about that bond. Maybe he's jealous that we co-parented. Now you see what it's like, buddy, and it sucks. It sucks that sometimes she picked me over you because she can talk to me and I will work things out with her. And because we've had our fights and we've had our disagreements, but we work them out.
So in
I
that
love
scene,
that.
he's probably getting a dose of what it's like to be a sister wife.
Here you go, buddy. This is what it's been like for 26 years.
She's mad.
Take off your blinders and look and see what it's like for us.
Christine has said, well, they're getting along and they chose each other. And now Cody understands how it feels like to be a sister wife.
I mean, sure, reverse the tables. If you look at it from a perspective of one-on-one, institutionally, it's an unfair lifestyle. I never said it wasn't. They got to choose their husband and they chose. There's other things that happened during that time. And I can't tell you what they were, but Janelle and I were not getting closer. We were getting farther apart.
But is it because in your mind, you thought that she chose sides with Christine and that maybe you wrote her off as a result of that?
No, I never wrote her off. I just didn't feel the same kind of devotions to the relationship. Just before
I feel like Cody has changed.
Christmas,
Like,
we
he's a whole
talked
different
about Thanksgiving
person.
stuff, and I had just had COVID. And Janelle was gone on vacation with Christine when I got COVID. And,
Yes, Jennifer. I
it was
agree.
pretty
I
dark.
agree with you.
It was
He
pretty
had no
dark. It
empathy for
felt
her
like such
either.
a
So
betrayal. And
That the two of them were together.
well, yeah, when I was sick.
So I was on vacation. Cody called me at the hotel and he's like, I'm really sick. And I'm like, okay. And I was getting ready to call Christine and say, we got to go home. So I called the doctor because he was freaking me out. He was really scaring me. So I'm like, okay, should I call for oxygen? Should I call for, I don't know. I didn't know what to do. And I did consider coming home. He's like, no, don't come home. You can't come over to the house anyway. There's nothing you can do.
So that's why you don't get why Cody's making a big deal about you not having compassion.
he wouldn't let her go to the house.
So
When he was sick
compassion for
anyway,
him
so-
is that for the months afterwards that he's like, I almost died. I'm like, I get it. But you know what? This conversation is
But you
not
didn't.
about that you almost died. This conversation is about something else.
He
And I'm
makes
sorry,
it
you can't
all
use
about
it as an
him
excuse.
all the time.
Just like I think he uses this anger or this betrayal with Christine as an excuse.
He called when we were on our trip and there we are having a lovely time together and he goes, I need you to come home so you can get some stuff for me. And she's like,
Send Robin.
okay. I'm like, no, what are you going to do? I'm like, all you're going to do is go to the store and buy it for him and then take it to his house and leave it on the doorstep. You will never see him. You can't take care of him. And straight up, when you had COVID, did he go take care of you?
No.
We're not leaving. You are staying here on this vacation with me.
Coming up,
There's a lot of
I love that.
bullying.
That's true. When, you know, I feel like COVID was a very big deal. I know many people who have gotten sick. I know people who have passed. But Cody made this big deal, called them on their vacation, told Janelle to come home, get me stuff, send Robin. Or tell Robin to order stuff online, which we know that she knows how to do, and DoorDash some medicine or DoorDash some whatever you need. But don't have Janelle. I think he did it to just not be a good person, if that makes sense. To ruin their vacation because he knew that Christine and Janelle were on vacation. I also feel like Cody never takes the blame for anything. I don't know if you guys feel that way too, but I can honestly say I feel like he's just lives in his own land. And he's just like, well, they did this to me, this to me, this to me. Well, why should she give you empathy if you never gave it to her? Or why should she care so much about whatever you're going through if you never cared about what she was going through? It goes equal. It's 50-50. It's a marriage. I just feel like Cody thinks that everyone should just bow down to him and stuff. But what are you guys thinking about this? How are you guys doing? I honestly love that Janelle and Christine are staying together because their kids, let's really think about this. Their kids, he wants a mommy. I agree. And I don't think Robin, well, I mean, Robin's not a great, I shouldn't say that. Robin never took care of her smaller kids by herself. She always had a nanny. So she's not going to take care of Cody, if we're just being honest. But what I was saying is, I think Robin is the nanny. Robin isn't, what do you mean? Robin had a nanny. Remember during COVID, Robin had that nanny. But I love that Janelle and Christine are staying together because their kids grew up together. Yes, they raised their kids together. And Janelle did work. She was the working one. I don't know why he is so shocked by that. I agree. I don't know why either. But so Janelle worked. Janelle made a lot of the money for the family. And Christine stayed at home and Christine raised, the kids. And their kids were kind of the same age group. So they really did grow up together, and I love that they're keeping that bond, and I love that Christine is close to Janelle's kids and Janelle is close to some of Christine's kids. I do love that for them, and I don't know where Mary's gonna fall in this. I think Mary honestly is just kind of gonna go do her own thing. I don't think that Robin and Cody are gonna keep communicating with Mary after this. It's very sad because I think Mary really wanted a relationship with Robin's kids. But I think Cody and Robin really made their bed and now they have to lie in it. And it's sad. I did see Truly at Cody's house for some sort of something a little bit ago. And I thought that was cool that Truly went over there. Yeah, he did used to say that. That's what's wild to me. I'm going to read the bottom of this chat. Now he basically says he did her a favor by letting her in the... Yeah, he did say that. Listen. Cody thinks that he is everything, and it's really sad. But we're back on.
We're talking about at that
was
moment.
the trigger, was the betrayal of not backing
It's
me up
sad.
with the kids.
Cody's just
But if you
totally
saw
changed.
if you saw
I
that
feel.
trigger happening, how easy wouldn't it have been for you to be like, all right, I'd want to show up. I want to see the kids during the holidays. Can I show up? Why couldn't you ask that question?
Because he didn't care.
Okay, so let's go to this point. Personally,
Yeah.
I feel like, as we have seen, they're trying to blame Robin.
Because Robin
The
did
kids are
something.
estranged.
These kids aren't just blaming
And,
Robin to blame them.
Janelle has even been going, oh, Robin, this broken dove that Cody has to protect. From all the ass? Yes. I feel like they have all been absolute ass to her.
Thank you guys
And
so
what's
much for the
weird
thumbs up.
is they're ass me, and I just put up with it. You know, it's just, for some reasons, water off a duck's back, but I did not want them separating me and her from each other. So where I go, she's going to go. And where she goes with that part of the family,
Remember that? He did this
she
in
isn't
one of the
going to
episodes.
feel welcome.
Me
And
and
my
Robin are like
kids
this.
aren't going to want to be around those other kids. There's a lot of bullying in the family. And I'm just not willing to sit here and put up with it anymore.
Were you given an invitation to go over to
Who's
Janelle's?
bullying?
And would you have gone if you were given an
Yes.
invitation?
Yes, I would have.
You would have brought your kids,
Yes.
and you would have felt like that was a safe space for your kids to be in.
If she would have invited me and they said they wanted us, I would have gone. I would have been safe. Yeah.
Cody had shared with me that he didn't think it was a safe space for you or the kids to go over to Janelle's.
I think the reason why he's saying that is just because of this idea that the boys are blaming me for stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I kept thinking that he would work something out with the boys so that it can be okay.
Yeah, but it feels like there's two different non-negotiables, right, for both of them.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah.
Janelle, it's the kids,
Yeah.
and for him, a lot
It's
of it
you.
revolves around you, and
Yes.
protecting you. Like,
See?
get along with you
No,
and
I
stop
think,
blaming you.
and okay, and I understand that that's as
Cody
a husband,
just said that.
that's his right, I guess, to say it. But I never wanted an apology. I didn't ask for one. I never expected one. I was not saying this to him. And I feel very frustrated that my name got brought into this because this wasn't something I was interested in.
The whole apology thing was, he
I
corrected
just don't
himself. He
believe
doesn't want
Robin
an apology
sometimes
from the
when she
boys.
talks,
But
and
you
it's
know,
really
the
sad,
mechanics
but I
was still the
don't.
same. He kept saying, after Robin's prompting a little bit, he came to conversation of the boys can come and make peace, have a conversation, whatever it was, basically make it right with me, and then they can come over for the holidays.
What made you want to walk out?
I was just done talking to her. You're not listening.
You're not listening to me.
And I'm not going to.
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. God.
I literally, in that moment, I think what I was thinking is this woman has.
In that
there's
moment,
just
he
no
didn't
way-
care if he
I
had
just-
a relationship with
it was
Janelle.
like,
My
we're
personal
done.
opinion.
I'm so angry. I can't live like this. I can't be betrayed like this and be okay with it. I can't have my, as I'm supposed to be the head of the family, and I've been undermined completely here. It's just you're in a tough spot, and you questioning yourself. Do I put more effort into this or not? And I think Janelle and I both. This is not an accusation of Janelle. Janelle and I have both seen so little value in the relationship that we have not made those steps to bring it back together. Janelle sees more value in the relationship with Christine than she does in the relationship with
But
me.
in the heat of the moment, at that moment,
That moment, I was thinking to myself, I don't ever want to talk to Janelle again. I felt so betrayed.
and her reaction to you, when she said, "Don't walk away,"
Yeah,
and then she
He
curses
walked away.
at you.
yeah. And I just,
What were you saying at this point?
Go work it out with her.
Yeah,
Go
right.
talk
He's
to
like,
her.
come home.
And it's weird
She's
to me
like,
because I kept
"Come here."
saying, you guys have how many years together? You have 6 kids.
Yeah, 30 years.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. That's worth looking at.
Should you cry?
You know, I said that to him over and over. You know, that's sorry.
Oh, she got a new ring. Did you guys see her ring?
That's worth looking at. That's worth
a
fighting
diamond.
for. I'm like, why can't you just go talk and see if there's something
It's
worth
like a
fighting
crisscrossy.
for?
Janelle
It's a
gets
long
more
time.
out
It's
of
a
her
lot of
relationship with
kids.
Christina. Of course, she shows
And to
respect.
just
Yeah.
like, you know,
yeah,
toss it to
I
the
would've
side.
too.
I said, that's one fight.
After this fight,
Yeah, I would've left
I was
Cody a
pretty
long time
emotional
ago.
for a few minutes because the emotional shock of it.
I
I've
would
never
never marry
fought with
Cody.
Cody like this. And then I had to run some errands, and I just remember feeling very relieved It was this really strangest thing.
like
I
the
remember where I
stress
was.
got
I was
off of
sitting in this
her.
flat parking lot here in Flagstaff, and all of a sudden I felt like this huge burden had been lifted from me. I felt relieved.
What was the burden?
Cody.
I didn't have to keep putting effort into this relationship anymore with Cody.
Coming up.
Didn't go really good last time.
Wow. Oh, they're always at that dang Mexican restaurant. Have you guys noticed that? In every little meetup they have, they're at the Mexican restaurant. It's insane to me. When Janelle and Cody were fighting at the apartment and Cody left, at that moment, Janelle said that she had something lifted off her chest. And I think that was the stress of the marriage. I think that was the stress of, having to put up with Cody and having him not accept her kids right now anymore because they were fighting, and just, him having a really great relationship with Robin, and she was just kind of done with it. And I think that was her last straw. Secretly, I think that was. Robin started crying again. She's like, I totally would have went to the rental property for Christmas, and yes, my kids would have felt safe. But then Cody keeps contradicting that. And this TV host, I don't know what her name is. I'm so sorry. But she's like asking the same questions to, like, she'll ask it to Cody and then she'll ask it to Robin and see if their responses are the same. But she's also doing it to, like, Christine and Janelle and, like, all that. So she's trying to see, like, who's lying, and I kind of like that because I feel like we're getting two different responses. I don't know if you guys are, like, watching it or you guys are hearing it because I can't show it. But yeah, she's kind of asking the same questions to see who, like, if the stories add up. Robin says that, Cody went home and the host was like, well, what did he tell you about the fight? And she's like, well, no, he told you everything. I feel like Robin and Cody, like, communicate on everything, and then Robin tries to act like Cody doesn't tell her everything, which I think is a total lie, because I tell my husband everything. You know what I mean? Who else are you going to tell? Cody, I've never loved them. Also, Cody, why did they leave? I know. It's so crazy to me. I'm like, I never loved them, but why is he leaving? Yeah, Cody really contradicts himself a lot. I think Cody did love all of them. I think maybe it fell off, in periods of time, but I feel like that's the season of marriage too. Like, you're in your honeymoon stage, and then you get married, and then you have children, and your marriage kind of struggles a little bit if it does. And then, you raise your kids together, and then your kids leave the nest, and that's where you become, like, the strongest again, right? I just think that Cody is saying that he never loved them just to, I don't know, make himself look good. I just think, I don't know, I think it's making him look bad, honestly, but I don't know. I think it's, honestly, if I heard that, I'd be really sad. I think so too. I think he did. Oh, no, don't go away. Sorry. I think so too. I think he did at one point, and he is super bitter about it. I think he's bitter about it because Cody's that type of person that, like, he's mad at them for, like, leaving him. Does that make sense? Like, but also, like, he never wanted to leave Mary because that's, like, not their religion. But he was like, no, Mary can leave at any time, but, like, if she leaves me, you know what? I don't know. I think he was really upset that Christine left him. He was very, very mad, bitter about it because a woman left him. And then Janelle turned around and did the same thing. And then Mary also did the same thing. And I think he's very upset because he's one of those, I don't know. I feel like he's, like, one of those guys that, like, would get upset that, like, a woman left me kind of thing. He's very, like, hot-headed. He's very, like, I have my six-pack in my arm. Like he said in that one episode. I feel like he's turned into just a totally different Cody from the beginning. And yes, people do change over time. Some for the best and some for the worst. But I just think that him and Robin have created this own little island. And they're just living on it, and Cody's just like, no, I never loved them. No, this never happened. I feel like he just kind of like has this weird thing going on in his mind, and the women are sharing it. They're like, actually, this happened in our marriage, or, you know, actually, we felt like this, and it's honestly kind of sad how this is playing out. I love that there's 4 parts to this, though, because there's a lot of tea. Do you guys think that there's going to be another season? Because I don't know. They haven't said. I haven't heard that there's going to be another season. I kind of hope there's another season. Just because I would like to see Christine's husband on TLC. I feel like that would be like super cool to see her husband like on the show. And like how they're doing their lives. That would be really cool. Also, does anyone think that Cody's gonna get another wife? Because that would also be wild. But we're back on.
Passed between that fight and you guys sitting down and having lunch.
It'd been 2 months.
Wow.
Thank you
2
guys
months. I
again
hadn't
for
talked
being
to him
here,
or
and
seen
thank
him in
you
2
so much
months.
for
So
the
you guys
thumbs up.
distanced yourselves after the
No.
fight? No texting, no talking, no anything?
No. I just didn't want to. He didn't reach out to me. I
Yes,
didn't reach
they
out to
will
him.
show
Like,
her
there was
wedding.
radio
Yes!
silence
Oh,
for
the
us.
wedding. She
Well,
looked
let's take a
beautiful.
look because there was a lot that was said between the two of you and something that really
I would
kind
love
of
to see the
shaped
wedding.
the future of your
I
relationship.
wish I was there.
Thank you.
The Mexican joint.
Hi.
They're always at
How's
this
it going?
Mexican joint. This Mexican
Long time
joint
no
has
see.
to sponsor
Oh,
them
you gonna
at this point.
give me a hug?
Like this Mexican
That
restaurant.
was a high expectation.
How are you?
Good.
Awkward
Didn't go
hug.
really good last time we talked.
No. I do think I want to stay separated for
Yes, love that for her.
Really, you want to stay separated?
now. Yeah, I
Mhm.
do.
I'm sort of surprised that she doesn't want to try and reconcile, that she wants to be separated. We've been separated probably 2 or 3 times in the past. I always felt like that was because she couldn't manage the relationship with her sister wives. I never felt like that was over me, but maybe I was wrong. I'm not going
He's
to be angry
oblivious-
with you anymore, okay?
Oblivious? Oh
I'm
my
just-
gosh.
So, if you want to do a separation, I understand, but I'm not going to be angry anymore. If I get angry, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to be accusatory. I realize that I'm morphing this grief.
For the last month or so, I've vacillated between I never ever want to see you again to, so I got to figure it out. I do miss Cody. We are very best friends. We have a lot of conversations. I miss him in my bed. I miss him in my house. I miss him. But
She
I'm
likes
not
the
being
dogs
treated the way
better
I
in
deserve
there.
to be treated here. Well, this lunch went better than I thought. I was sort of,
What did you think that was going to happen?
I don't know.
You didn't think that I missed you?
I kind of feel
No,
like
'cause
3 separations
think I wanna
is a
kiss you on the
sign
lips
of
and see you again?
relationships aren't too solid.
Here's
I
the thing,
agree.
you and
You
I
had
can
3
be
wives
simple.
leave you.
It's everything else.
You can't keep blaming the wives. You gotta
It is
blame yourself for
complicated.
something.
It's like, yes, on a basic level, we are simple. If there was nothing going on but he and I were on some sort of desert island, we would be great. Let me tell you, we would be great. But no, life is not that. I do not know how to reconcile with you unless my kids can all be.
I'm not making
You
it.
haven't even talked to Savannah in 6 weeks.
That was like morbid. Oh my
So
gosh.
Janelle's not in love with me. I think she thinks I'm hot. I got nice pecs and a great 6-pack abs. But that's all she's interested in.
I hate that you still said that.
way missing the boat here. There's way more to a marriage than just physical
attraction.
And I feel like we're in big danger here.
There's a lot to kind of discuss. I feel like there's a real difference between him sitting down with you and having a conversation about your separation than with Christine.
I do feel like we had all aspects of a marriage and they were healthy.
Like his pecs.
Can you believe that? I was like,
No one could have believed that.
sorry.
Does he have a
It doesn't
6-pack?
matter.
Honestly,
I
don't know.
care. There's so much more to a marriage than that, right?
Don't care.
It helps.
I
don't know,
feel like
he loves his
his
pets so much
personality,
that I'm
it
like,
didn't matter how hot
oh,
he
you
would
love
be.
him so
His
much now.
personality
And
just
then
like
they're great.
defeats his
Listen,
whole looks.
It's
Or,
not. It's not what
I
it's
don't know if
about
I'm
for
using
me.
the right
It's not what it's
words
about
with
for
that,
me.
but like
It's not emotional connection for me. You know what I mean?
his
And feeling
personality
like
is horrible.
just that that connection.
Hey, I got to say something. They missed something there.
What did they miss?
The great pecs and the six-pack abs was all about the fact that Janelle has always seen me as a physical specimen and as a resource, and not ever really dove into my humanity.
When you say your humanity, you mean your vulnerability?
Right.
That you just felt that you were there to be, what, a physical boy toy?
Like some pool boy.
So you just felt like a resource? You just
I
felt like
a
the good
piece
looking
of meat.
Like in what way? You have to explain what that means, because I don't know much about your relationship with Janelle.
Yeah.
Did you just have did you guys just have great sex?
Yeah.
Next time on Sister Wives One-on-One.
She was attracted to me. I know she wasn't in love with me.
There was definitely physical compatibility.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you in love with Mary when you married her?
I told her I loved her, and she thinks we were mad about each other, and we played that out.
But isn't it not about him hearing you? Isn't it about you being heard?
Oh, my voice will be heard. I will no longer be silent.
I don't know why Mary hasn't left before now. I would have.
How does he sabotage your relationship?
He picks fights with me.
Why?
Was Robert gonna leave too?
I want
No.
to punish myself.
Go be happy with each other, for goodness sakes. Let the rest of us go.
Speaking of Christine,
Yeah.
have you met David?
Yes, I think he's great.
Hey, David, come on out.
David!
It's amazing.
Hi, David.
Okay, so to end this, Cody pretty much comes on and says that Janelle only looked at him as like a sexual object. I want to see how this plays out, because I didn't see that one coming. I don't know what you guys thought, but I didn't see their relationship being that way. Also, absolutely love that Mary keeps saying that she's no longer going to be silent. Like, what is she going to say? But then Janelle goes on and says, like, Mary should have left a long time ago. We all agree with that. I think Mary was just there because of the money. Wow, there is a lot going on, and I am here for it. David comes on the tell-all next week. Cannot wait for that. But I just wanted to thank all of you guys for being here. I rode solo tonight. I don't know if we're gonna go live next Sunday. I want to know your guys' thoughts on how tonight went. Hopefully Mom will be with me, maybe. If not, I'll do solo again, but let me know what you guys think. I tried not to talk as much during the as it was going, but yeah, let me know. Cody. Yes. But tell me what your guys' thoughts are with the live that we did tonight. I hope you guys liked it. Also, like, I love communicating with you guys in the chat. I love hanging out with you guys. We love your support, and just thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, I would really appreciate it if you guys did. Also, just like and subscribe. I hope so. I really enjoyed this. Okay, so you guys liked this. I just like try not to talk as much, but like we still got to like hang out. I just like want to hang out with you guys. This is like a little girls' night. I was having M&Ms, a little Arizona iced tea. But I just felt like when I go live like this, we get to hang out and we get to talk. And I just think of it as like a, you know, a little hangout. So I'm glad that you guys had a lot of fun. Enjoy your Sunday, and I hope you guys have a fantastic week ahead of you, and hopefully I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye.